Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, we're going to meet a nationally known expert who's going to teach us about the power of your personal style. That's next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
So I run a marketing and branding company, so I was so excited to learn that I would have a personal stylist in the studio because I think I can always up my game. Tori Kruse is in the studio. She's a red carpet media personality. She's an entrepreneur. She's a stylist, and she's a speaker, and she's my friend. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely. Well, you have a presence about you. Even when you walked in, people are like, she's somebody. I don't know who she is, but she's somebody. Have you always had a sense of presence?
I really think it stemmed mostly from pageantry. But before that, I was an athlete growing up through childhood. And so, as an athlete, I always now when I'm, at keynote speaking at events and things, I always give examples of when you're an athlete because you know how to show up and you know when it's game time.
Yes.
And it's the same thing when it comes to business and how you show up with that presence. It really brought out that internal athlete in me. And then after high school, when I started to compete in pageants, of course, competing for Miss USA, we were trained on our presence, our image, how to walk, how to pose, everything.
And she's humble, but she's a former Miss Missouri, which, that's a lot that goes into that. Why don't you talk a little bit about your pageant life?
Yeah, so it was an 8-year journey before I won Miss Missouri USA, and I competed 6 times within those 8 years, but I had a plethora of coaches during that time. And so when I went to the University of Iowa, I was sitting there in my dorm room freshman year, and I saw an ad come across the screen that said, compete for Miss USA. And I thought to myself, you know what? I think I can do this. I think I should just give it a shot. I wasn't doing anything competitive at the time because I wasn't playing sports in college. And I really started to look into it. And that just gave me the bug to start competing. And being a competitor at heart, I was like, okay, I got this. If I just practice, for a little bit, I think I might win my first year. Well, joke was on me, Jeff, because it took 6 times competing before I actually ended up winning Miss Missouri USA, because then I went to Missouri and sold commercial flooring after college.
No kidding.
While I was also competing.
Wow. And that just speaks to your hustle. You nothing came easy to you, and some people might see you for the first time and say, oh, she was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. But no, to keep, you get knocked down and you get back up again. Let's go ahead and show you the website. And as we scroll down the website, Tori, talk about how you engage your clients. Your people are hiring you. Maybe they're a speaker or a podcast host, and they just want to up their game. Is that Yes,
we love working with people who are speakers and really doing media appearances, just like this, right? The people that you work with every single day are our individuals who we love to style, because your visibility is so important, as you know, in the media. And when you step into a room, when you step into an interview, how you show up is everything. It's a silent communicator to tell people the level of dedication you have to your craft.
Right.
It's a level of respect. And it's just a respect for yourself and for other people.
Yeah.
And so just like you, when we walked into this room, right, you have a wardrobe rack that you're switching out your clothes for every single interview. And it's extremely important, because how you show up it's also giving yourself, it's a feeling that you get.
Yes.
And it's giving yourself that confidence that then is portrayed through camera. So we love working with people who are always in front of the camera, whether it's a stage, podcast interview, TV interview, book tour. That's our specialty.
And Tori is an amazing speaker. Let's go ahead and show her sizzle reel.
I'm Tori Kruse, bringing you live on-the-spot coverage of this week's event.
I have a future Miss World America standing right next to me. I feel honored this evening.
I cannot wait to talk about all things what to wear for the Open. This is such a fun time of year for Arizona, and we have the best looks coming up to share how to be prepared.
The 5th Annual Global Beauty Awards.
That's right. Come along, let's take a sneak peek before everybody gets here.
And I looked at myself in the eye and I said, you're going to compete at Miss USA. It was a non-negotiable at that point.
Inspiration is my spirit animal, which is a flamingo.
Don't you just love her personality?
Welcome to the purple carpet. I love that top. You are looking fabulous.
So are you, my dear. So are you.
Thank you. Okay, so what is one word that you would use to describe the event today at Kingdom Leadership?
Invigorating.
Your cowboy hat is like, that is the conversation starter.
100%.
And it's so important to stay consistent with that.
The speaker lineup, the incredible hosts, and our amazing vendors. You better hit the stage, girl.
Better go.
All right, love you.
Thanks, love you.
I'm your host, Tori Kruse. Until next time, we are surging forward with God's purpose.
You're so poised, and you come alive on camera. Have you always been that way as a little girl? Were you the one that would grab the microphone and when?
I don't think I've ever seen a microphone I don't love. You know, I just think God gave me that gifting where I love to speak. I love a microphone, and yeah, it runs in the blood. Our whole family, I come from a family of entrepreneurs, and we joke all the time that we all fight for the microphone. So yeah.
Tori, amazing. Tell us one of your favorite success stories.
Yeah, and I want to share another success story, actually, one of a very well-known woman who many of the people listening may have heard of, but she's built a very strong personal brand, but now she's really stepped into creating products that help women glow with their skin. And she wanted me to come alongside her and build this wardrobe for her that really spoke volumes about not only her personal brand, but also the product that she's creating. So this was a really fun opportunity because I was on set with her during her brand photo shoot for this specific brand that she just came out with. And it just transitioned from her personal brand to now the product brand, and marrying the two together. It was just this unique combination that made her, we got so many comments on that of like, wait, I need you at my photo shoot to style me, right?
Does her name rhyme with Meghan Markle?
It does not. It does not. But I like what you're, manifesting into the world here.
So Megan, if you're watching, you've got your stylist. You're also a best-selling author. Let's go ahead and put on the screen your book, Unexpected: How to Persevere Beyond Your Limits. Tell us about that.
Oh my gosh, I feel like my heart and soul is in this book because it's the first. I'm 33 right now, but when I wrote this book, it really was the whole, it's a personal development memoir of the first 30 years of my life, of really overcoming my journey of becoming an entrepreneur, overcoming personal challenges, career challenges, becoming Miss Missouri and going to compete at Miss USA. And then, a couple relationship challenges in there too that, of course, as an entrepreneur, and I think just any human in general, right? Like it all combines, and these experiences are all developed. Like we are who we are because of our experiences and the things that we've overcome. And so I share very vulnerable challenges that I've had to overcome to sit in seats like this today with you and develop a company that I have to this caliber. And so, yeah, it's a lot of personal development and also a lot how to persevere and push past your limits.
And you're still in that Gen Z. The millennials, I think, started about 36. So your generation, for better or for worse, gets knocked all the time. That they don't have the work ethic. That they don't have the hustle. Clearly, nothing came easy for you. What's your message to young people?
Boy, you just can never give up. And if you have a calling on your life that you feel that God has really put in your heart, it's there for a reason. And push forward with it every single day and keep stepping into that, because that is really what's going to ignite your heart at the end of the day. It might be hard. There might be challenges that come. Actually, we're guaranteed to have challenges that come and resistance. But if you just keep stepping into it, and also getting yourself around the right people, putting yourself in the rooms that inspire you, that push you, that challenge you, and maybe even think for a second that you don't belong in, because those are the rooms that you really should be in to really take you to the next level.
You mentioned God, so what role does faith play in your life?
Everything. Yeah. It's the foundation to everything that I do, and I couldn't be who I am today without God leading me and guiding me, and prayer, and being surrounded by other faith-driven leaders is really what's catapulted my success.
Wow. Okay, we only have a minute left, so final thoughts. What would you like to leave people with?
This year, Jeff, I really want to focus on visibility for people with styling and their image, and just how, with my red carpet hosting, with live event reporting, you're a walking billboard for your brand wherever you go. And so as you step into every single room, I really hope that people remember how important it is to show up as the person that you already are, but also the person that you desire to step into this year, because your image and reflects the internal transformation that you've already had. And it's a silent communicator to everybody. So step into that.
I'm so impressed. Congrats on your success. We're going to end with her website, which is ToriKruse.com. The great Tori Kruse. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.